And humans, well, like I said, as stupid is, as stupid does. Humans create all types of threats for us, whether it's malicious employees. And this could be obviously someone who's getting ready to leave the company or who's being fired, who's didn't get a good review. They can create threats for us. We also have lack of training. To me, this is one of the big highlights, or one of the big ones we should be noting. I know that our users are getting, this is going to be a controversial statement here. Our users are getting smarter. I know what you're thinking. Come on, Dale, they're not that smart. Trust me, if you think about users from 6, 7 years ago, they have gotten smarter. My kids all know now that they are not royalty from South Africa. They also know that they did not win the Australian lottery or any lottery that they don't even remember entering. So we need to go through and continue that training with our end users. Help them learn what to do when certain situations take place. How to handle certain emails, certain phone calls, especially when it comes to social engineering. We also have issues with the social network. Man, we could go on hours with this one. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not being like a Mr. Fuddy-Duddy here. I love social networking myself. But the question is what do your employees expose about your company through social networking? Whether it's Facebook or LinkedIn or any of the other social networking sites out there, maybe they post up there, hey, I'm getting really excited about a new project we're working on. And somebody starts acting like I'm a social engineer and go, hey, what project are you guys excited about? Does it have anything to do with Windows? Because I can help you out with that. I know it's far-fetched, but believe it or not, people fall for it. I don't know how many times I see on some of the social networking sites, warning, if your machine has this file, you're going to be in trouble. And it's basically a file that helps to secure the system down, and people think, oh, it's bad. And they go delete it. Just because it's out there doesn't mean it's true. And again, what are your users exposing about your company that creates additional threats for us? And then finally, we have hackers. Now, I'm going to sum this all up by looking at all these threats together. A hacker might actually monitor your social networking pages. Hey, we're really excited. We're a job opportunity's coming up. We're looking for somebody who knows something about Windows. Well, as an attacker, I just now know that you have Windows boxes. And if there's been lack of training with employees, and you've got an employee, matter of fact, the employee doesn't even have to be malicious. Maybe the employee is the best employee ever, but they've given their 2 weeks. They may be tempted to reveal information to folks that they normally wouldn't reveal. Let me give you an example of this. So again, I'm going to go back and use my wife again. She's working at Blockbuster. They had a policy that whenever somebody gave their 2 weeks, didn't matter how good of an employee they were, as soon as they gave their 2 weeks, they were immediately let go. And they did that because what happens to the employee, even if they're the best employee ever, what happens to them during those 2 weeks? They start getting a little lackadaisy. They may be more tempted to do things. Oh, maybe I should take that customer database with me. And so Blockbuster would actually hey, thanks for giving us the 2 weeks. Let us have your keys. And hey, we're going to pay you the 2 weeks salary. We'll have the check for you here in a couple of days. Just to avoid the situation. Anybody remember the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Do you remember the character Arthur Slugworth? This is a great example of social engineering. Arthur Slugworth went through and made offers to the kids and said, hey, look, you got a golden ticket. He used social networking, saw the newspapers, who was winning. There was a lack of training. Wonka didn't send out any. We all know who Arthur Slugworth was actually working for, but the concept is still there. There was no training. No Oompa Loompas came out and said, hey, listen, if you get a golden ticket, I don't want you talking to our competitor. And you had kids who went in thinking they were going to win a prize, and just in case, though, we're going to take the everlasting gobstopper. I think somebody told me once that in the book it's the ice cream that never melts. But you get the concept here. People may be tempted to do things that they normally wouldn't do. So just know that humans do create threats for us.